Hello everyone, welcome to Food Review UK Vlogs. I'm going to try and make this as quick and speedy as possible, but I do know that this is a video that you guys have been asking for. You may have seen the recent video, the Pizza Hut complaint episode. Basically, I ordered and wanted to review the new Mexican fajita pizza from Pizza Hut, and they didn't deliver it to me. They sent me the wrong pizza, they sent me a meat feast. The code on their system was, well, the pizza we ordered was Mexican fajita, no jalapenos. The code that comes through to the store was MF, no jalapenos, and the branch thought that this was MF, meaning meat feast. I went for a complaint on the telephone. The staff was extremely rude to me. They did offer to make me a pizza that I would go and collect, but I'd already collected. This was an inconvenience to me and it wasn't acceptable. If you want to see a great reaction video to it, go and check out Charlie Fleming's video, because Charlie actually did a reaction video to my complaint, and I basically completely agree with everything that Charlie said. Now, between Charlie and I, we've probably got something like 25 years plus worth of experience in the customer services industry. I know from all of the knowledge and things that Charlie has said over the years on his channel that he delivers extremely good customer service, and I know for a fact that when I worked in customer services, I delivered extremely good customer service as well. I always received lots of feedback, blah blah blah. So we know what makes good customer service, guys. This situation was absolutely appalling customer service. They sent me the wrong, they didn't send it to me because I had to collect it. I collected it and I got the wrong product, and I had a few comments say, why didn't you check it in the branch? I've never had issues with this branch before. We were also in a hurry. I also was given this massive stack of food, most of which was actually correct. I wasn't going to sit there and open it, and also I was also illegally parked. I confess, I was on a double yellow line immediately, or I was just encroaching onto a double yellow line just outside the branch. I wanted to get in and out, because it's not convenient to go to that Pizza Hut because there's no parking nearby. The nearest car park is like a 2-minute walk, and I know that's not very far, but it is, you know, in terms of going to collect something, it's not convenient. But crucially, that one is like a £1.50 minimum stay. So whatever you do to get Pizza Hut from in Aylesbury, by the way, every single other takeaway that is located in the town centre of Aylesbury deliver to us. Every single one. Pizza Hut are the only one that don't. You know, and I was also wanting to watch football. Just take it from me, it was very inconvenient for me to go back down there. I'd already been inconvenienced to go and collect it anyway. Whatever. Anyway, so I sent the wrong thing, blah blah blah. This is the update video. So what happened? That was the Saturday night. I think I uploaded the video on the Sunday morning, and or maybe it was Sunday midday, something like that. It was Sunday. And I know for a fact that the systems in Pizza Hut were changed on Monday morning, because I had a source send me an image of the new codes and the detailed information that they were updating the codes. So Pizza Hut, the pizza had already been out for over a week. So this Pizza Hut became aware of my complaint almost straight away from the looks of it. I tagged them on Twitter, all that sort of thing. I think I messaged them on Twitter as well saying it wasn't acceptable, blah blah blah. So they knew of this issue straight away. I should have had a response straight away because I complained on the Sunday. I submitted a complaint on their system, I believe it was Sunday morning, and yeah, detailed everything on there, blah blah blah, and then linking, actually no, it was the same time I put the video up, because I provided them a link to the video in the complaint. I first had a response from them on Monday evening, so it went from them definitely knowing of the issue in the morning and addressing it their end on their systems, right up until through the day for me to get a response. Now, 24 hours isn't the most time to wait for a complaint response, so that's fine, but I don't appreciate that they clearly had the complaint, they knew the issue and they addressed it their end straight away, but then they still waited to contact me back. Anyway, so they contacted me back. They basically said something along the lines of, oh yeah, we'll see if we can give you a full refund for your order. That could take 15 days for you to get the money back. So I was like, interesting. I basically said that a full refund wasn't good enough. Again, if you watch Charlie's video, you'll see that he came up with like a point system, like
receiving the wrong pizza, that puts me on 0 would be I got what I paid for. Like, that's there's no issues, it's all good. The -1 is I received the wrong pizza. And then the -2 would be them refusing to give me the pizza, or refusing to actually rectify it. So technically speaking, I'm on -2. And then the rude staff and the arguing, and sort of initially it started off with him basically calling me a liar. He said that I made the mistake. Then we're on to -3. So the way that I saw it was that I was basically on a -3. Now give me a full refund, that will put me back onto a -2, because that's rectifying one of the steps. That's what they offered. I said I wasn't happy. I also, not only in my complaint did I say I want a, you know, refund and compensation and all this, and you know, I'm not an idiot, guys. I was envisioning the compensation would be like, oh, I'd get like a refund and maybe like a restaurant voucher for £25 or something, so that Claire and I can have a nice meal and not pay too much for it, because £25 wouldn't even cover a meal. You know, that's sort of what I thought. That is what I would expect for any normal customer. The other issue that baffles me is that, you know, obviously I have a huge following on Instagram and YouTube. You would think they would want to go above and beyond to want to rectify the complaint. It's baffling. Anyway, so there was a few other things that I asked for in the complaint. I asked them to clarify what they'd done in the branch to prevent it from happening again. And I then later, because this went back and forth over the course of like a week, and I asked them to address the rude staff, and I asked them, I gave a few other bits of feedback as well about their system. Their complaint handling system is dreadful. You have to log into an account, and on mobile they've actually made it better since I messaged them, but on mobile it was borderline unusable. You basically had to zoom in, and then none of your complaint was on the same screen, on the whole screen, so I had to move from side to side to read it. It was horrible. Like I say, they've rectified that, but it's still a very slow and absolutely horrible experience to manage complaints on. So that was part of the complaint as well. This went back and forth, back and forth. They eventually said, yes, okay, we've now checked the case and we can confirm we will refund you. So at that stage, it wasn't even like confirmed to get a refund. And then eventually I got the money. I think I got the money like 12 or so days later. So I got the full refund. Like I say, I went back and forth, wasn't really getting anywhere. The cases were assigned to agents that were just like, they weren't managers or anything, which I think it should have been addressed by a manager straight away, considering the quality that I received, the quality of the service I received. Yeah, these people just kept ignoring what I was saying in the messages. I listed out all these points, and they just said, oh yeah, we'll see if we can get your refund. I was like, I listed like 3 or 4 points there. Do you want to address all of them? So I said this again, back and forth. It eventually went up to like some of the management level, and they said, yeah, we won't be doing anything we won't be giving you any compensation beyond the refund. And I went back to that and said, the refund isn't compensation. I'm not being compensated. I ordered a product and I didn't receive the product. If you give me my money back, that's not compensation. That's just, oh, it's as if nothing happened because I didn't get what I received, like, and I didn't pay for it. So yeah, the whole thing is absolutely baffling. I have got no desire to review Pizza Hut, at least for the foreseeable future. Maybe one day I'll return to it, but I've actually got a video review of the pepperoni share bread, but I'm not going to be putting that up. This whole experience has just completely soured me towards Pizza Hut. It was handled incredibly badly. The social media was probably the best part of it, but that was just because they messaged me and were like, yeah, we'll see what we can do. I went into a Pizza Hut a few days ago as well, because I was considering having it, because I do much prefer the restaurant to the takeaway. And we rocked up at this Pizza Hut and I was like, oh, buffet, interesting. They was doing like a special offer on buffet, £7.50. So I was like, interesting. I haven't always thoroughly enjoyed the buffet, so I went into Pizza Hut. I walked up to the buffet counter, looked at the pizza, and it looked fucking dreadful. And I was like, no, like, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying £1 for that, let alone £7.50. It looked shit. So I was like, that just reaffirmed it in my mind. Like, Pizza Hut in the UK, I think they need to have some serious, like, just fundamental overhaul of everything. Service, quality of products. Look at their buffet, as I just mentioned. I cannot believe how badly this was handled. Like, the complaint was handled probably as badly as the actual interaction that I had on the phone, just with my issues being ignored, the time that it took to sort it out, the lack of compensation, and just again, it just baffles me that they handled it in the way that they did. I thought it was awful, completely turned me off to Pizza Hut. Anyway, I said I didn't want this to be a long video, and it's now 11 minutes. Hope you found it at least somewhat interesting. I would thoroughly encourage you to go and check out the Charlie Fleming video. If you've not seen the original one, I don't know why you watched this far, but go and watch the original video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.